Here's what's coming up for Memphis wrestling. Tonight, it all goes down at the Wrestle Center. It's Memphis Wrestling Saturday Night Live. Join us as we crown our first ever Memphis Tag Team Champions. Plus, we have a loaded night of action. Get your tickets right now at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. Bell time is 7 p.m. Then, tomorrow, June 20th, watch WWE Hell in a Cell with us, absolutely free at Dave & Buster's in Memphis. Plus, you'll get a free game card. June 26th, WWE alumni Swoggle is headed to Commerce Street Market in Hernando for a free day of Memphis wrestling. 5 big matches, plus enjoy Mempops, $2 grilled cheese truck, live music, and the best deals in town. Our next live TV taping is July 11th, and tickets are available at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
Music is my life, and I bet it's yours too. After all, we're all very complicated beasts. You're not just into wrestling, you're into other stuff too, and that's where the record store comes in. I've got 1,000 CDs or so, and I've been a rock fan for as long as I've been old enough to go to, well, the record store. So every week, I close my eyes, stand in front of my collection, and randomly grab a CD. Whatever I pull out. Could be old, could be brand new. It's what I cover in that episode. It could be anything, from Asia to Yes, from John Cougar to Elton John, from Rumors to Weird Al's greatest hits. You just have no idea. I do a little bit of homework on the artist, talk about what they mean to me, and who knows, maybe I've had a chance encounter with one of them. And finally, I review the album track by track. I might confirm that it's one of the greatest albums of all time, or I might conclude that buying that album calls for me to have my head examined. Who knows? So join me, Lance Levine, twice a month right here at the record store, and let me remind you how much the music means to you as well.
This episode's also brought to you by Manscaped. Use promo code STSPOD.
Manscaped, the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming, just dropped their Lawnmower 4.0. I hope you're as excited for this as me, because this thing is legit. It's a 4th-generation trimmer featuring a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. Do you or your dad travel a lot? Because, you know, your dad needs a Manscaped. If so, then the 4.0 is the perfect trimmer for home and on the go. The upgraded trimmer includes a multi-function on-off switch that can engage a travel lock. It also gives you the ability to turn on the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. I think you always need a precise shave, so good thing we got that light.
Remember, 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code STSPOD.
Rollin Into Mempho, do it in their way. Tell everybody it happens Saturday. There's a rockin' and a rollin', a little funky too. Listen every Saturday, 'cause you got nothing else to do. Woo! Mercy Daddy! Rollin' Into Mempho, here are your hosts, BT and RynoJB, Daddy! Woo!
Oh, yeah! Live from Jonesboro, Arkansas, STS Studios. That's right. Welcome, Tubetown listeners and Tubetown watchers. If you are watching this show today that we review on Tubetown, we welcome you to the madness. Also, welcome all Twitch listeners. JB is actually streaming our show right now on his Twitch channel. Last week, and I know it has to do with a little bit of your Twitch channels also, but it went everywhere. Last week was the most listened to episode of Rollin Into Mempho in a 7-day span. So it may become the most listened episode, but in 7 days, it was the most listened episode. We do appreciate it. Go ahead, JB. Put over that Twitch again for us.
Hey, twitch.tv/RynoJB. That's RynoJB, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Join us for wrestling and basketball, football, soccer, a little bit of everything. But that's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, twitch.tv/RynoJB.
All right. Also, I just want to remind everyone, this past week, we had the Record Store on Monday, Kayla Castillo on Chokehold the podcast, and we also did our Breakout Stars on Thursday. Every episode had Lance, so Lance was stuck right in the middle of me and you, Rhino. So I told him he's stuck right in the middle of us. So I don't know if he liked it, but he was. And this week, you're going to be fired up about this. You know who I'm having this week?
Drop it
on stspod.club. The one and only Skimahorns, baby, from Hoxie, Arkansas. I'm excited. We go. Yes. I messaged them earlier today. I don't know a lot about these guys, so that's going to be fun. What I do on Shootin The Shiznit is I sit down with somebody I've been knowing for a long time, or I sit down with people I don't know, and we just talk. And so this is going to be really fun. They're from what we say in the South, from my neck of the woods. Rhino, they're from my neck of the woods. So it'll be fun for people that I don't know and be able to sit and talk. Man, I'm so excited. No, by the way, tonight, we'll get to that here in a minute. But let's get started, brother. What about your hits?
Oh, man. So, okay, for me, the hits, I got a few. Let's start with the tag team championships. Tag team championships were introduced by Dave Brown. I thought that was major right there for him to introduce those championships into championship wrestling from Memphis here. There's silver, and I thought that they look great. They have the same look as the Heritage Championship, which at first kind of bothered me. The title shape and structure is pretty much the same. It's silver. And instead of saying Heritage, it says Tag Team. And for a second, I thought that it kind of bothered me for a second that they were similar in that aspect. But then I actually grew to like it almost immediately because it shows equal value of those champions. It doesn't put one championship over the other because of just how it looks. It shows that, hey, look, here in championship wrestling from Memphis, when you're a champion, you're a champion. Whether you're the Heritage Champion or the Tag Team Champions, or and I don't know, maybe the Women's Championship will have a different look to it. But with the current looks of the titles that we have, this is what I'm getting from it, and I like that. Another hit for me.
Yeah.
Another hit for me. Austin Lane, Derek King announced it's going down. You have Austin Lane doing the Best of the Best challenge. How ironic is it that you have Derek King saying, "Hey, you know what? Actually, I will fight you. I will step in the ring. Since you're doing an open challenge, I can't let anybody else outshine the King." So Derek King going to step in the ring with Austin Lane. I like that right there. Also, Dustin Starr making his announcement back to the ring. Thought that was a major hit. And for me, match-wise, Johnny Dawson versus Action Jackson was a hit for me. So those are my hits this week.
Big time agree with you on Action Jackson and Johnny Dawson. Go ahead. I'm going to talk just a minute about that match. It was a hit for me also. Going into the ring, they had a little over 10 minutes, and they just slow, methodical, boom, 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 and then doing all kinds of it was a mixture. It's a mixture of styles when it comes to old school and no school is what I almost said. New school and old school, just a really solid, good match. Maybe second or third best match we've seen. And this show, to me, overall, here's the hit. It's probably the best show overall since me and you started doing this. I love the energy. We're preparing for tonight. That's one of the things I wrote down, the energy, and they put it over a lot, and I told the wife, I said this. She said it didn't seem like it was too much in that sense. They were saying you got to be there, but it's a commercial. That's what this was. This was a commercial for tonight. Excellent job, Dave Brown being there. Big mark for Dave Brown. I was excited. You probably don't know even who Dustin was talking about, but Dustin, I'm going to give you a hit for just saying TD Steele. I'm just going to give you a hit for saying that. And we seen Vicious. Oh, Vicious went to Slap City today and loved it. And then Dustin jumped in the ring. Loved the whole thing with Dustin and Vicious angle. Looking forward to seeing what they do tonight. All right, man. What about your misses? What was your misses for today?
For me, the misses were technical issues, like low volume is something that I've noticed week after week. It seems like the program comes at a very low volume for some reason. And the camera angles, I would like to see it to be a little bit tighter. I don't want to see the floor exposed and the cables on the floor. I don't want to see other cameras on screen. But that's just, like I said, that's just technical issues. And I also think that comes down to chemistry of the crew working together and learning where everyone is positioning and tightening that up on the production end. But that was it for me. Thought, like you said, I thought it was a great, excuse me, I thought it was a great go-home show for the show that's happening here tonight.
Right. I put down Daze Brown's mic was not loud enough. Too much Hollywood Jimmy. Every time he comes on the screen twice, I'm going to say too much. All right, I got to go with that. Walker Hayes, we need to do some progression with him. He is going to be a monster, but we need to have either extra makeup, or he's going to decide he can't wear a shirt, or he looks good with them, but the Crowleys look so much better than him as being creepy. They need to do something with him. He's getting, as the weeks go by, let him get worse and worse. And Hollywood did something in the first interview where it sounded like he had a different cadence in his voice. And he asked him, "Are you going crazy?" or something like that to Dustin did. So I don't know if they're leading to that. But what else? Oh, Paris Kelly's punches. That's all I'm going to say. And Eric, I love you, man. You're my favorite heel manager right now. You cannot dress like that. I'm sorry. I know that I'm so picky, bro. I'm so picky.
No, I was thinking the same thing, that his attire has been downplayed a little bit here as of late.
Wait, hold on just a minute. Hold on. So for the people watching the video, man, you can't do this. No, we can't do that. I don't take you serious, bro. When you cap like that in a T-shirt. Put a jacket on or something. Eric he is really, Dustin's the best on the microphone. We know that. He spent a lot of time on the microphone. Austin Lane had an excellent interview today, and I'll talk about him a little bit more. But Eric is there. He's not nervous. He's not anything, but he's got to look the part. He looked like somebody. I want him to look professional because that's what he's trying to do. Before we go to MVP, just real quick, tonight, we'll talk about it a little bit more later, but Wrestle Center tonight and also tomorrow, and I know, Rhino, you go out to these Dave and Buster's, right, for the Hell in a Cell tomorrow. It looks like they actually did a Hell in a Cell on SmackDown last night. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
That kind of disappointed me, but Hell in a Cell, Dave and Buster's, you can watch it for free. So, all right, MVP, who do you give the MVP to?
This week, I'm giving my MVP to Action Jackson. I really loved his way in the ring, and then after the match is what they call it, the cherry on top. His interaction with the fans is second to none in championship wrestling for Memphis right now.
When I say Action,
I say Jackson.
Guys, we didn't even rehearse that. We got it this time, brother. We got it. Yeah, I see what Action Jackson and being pushed there as a contender for Alan Steele in the main event. That'll be the main event tonight, unless it is Dustin. But really a good spot for him. Him and Alan should have a fantastic match. So my MVP, it's going to be Dustin. I love him getting fired up. And I know he marked out for this, but I was marking out almost as bad as when he's sitting there doing an interview with Dave Brown, and he says, "I've been waiting many years to do this, Dave," and it was really awesome. Getting in the ring, and just fired up. He's really good on the microphone. He can get the fans into it, and oh yeah, he always does that. And I love Dustin to death, the character and everything. So I also have to get MVP to Austin Lane and Derek King because I knew Derek was on these tapings, but I didn't know where. So I kind of popped like a mark, and said, "Whoa, it's Derek!" And then Austin's expression was priceless. You'll have to go back and look at that. Priceless. So Dustin's my MVP, giving a little bit of the nod to Austin Lane and the Derek King challenge tonight. Let me tell you, JB. I'm going to promise you something. If you go down there tonight and watch the show, the best match on the show will be Lane against DK. I just want to tell you that no matter where I've seen them in Tuckerman, Arkansas. I've seen them in the Dyersburg, Tennessee area. Every time they get in a ring, across the ring, it is the Flair Steamboat of this area. It really is of this area around. They will do it. Now, so the two guys listen to this podcast now, they're going to have to show out, but you will not be disappointed. So, all right, here we're going to go. Where are we at now? What do you look forward to by next week's show?
By next week's show, I'm looking forward to the women's division. I want to see it heat up, especially with the announcement of a women's championship, which was supposed to be on my hit list. The announcement of that championship, I want to see somebody look hungry for it. Now, I like how Nikki Lane was looking. I like how she was sounding. I like how she was talking. She looks hungry. I want to see everybody else step their game up. I want to see this championship not just mean something, but to be exciting to watch.
Oh, I can see that. The thing about it is, and we talked about this on the show, and I overanalyze everything. If you'll go to the YouTube page and look at who's the most popular view, besides, I didn't say who's prettiest. That would be me and you. But the most popular would be the girls. And Diana Taylor, DDT, has been really getting some, and I say downloads, but people are watching those. They're watching the girls. The girls are very popular on Memphis Wrestling. So the progression of getting a title around somebody's waist was what they wanted to do. They wanted to do as quick as possible. Apparently, last Sunday, it's already been filmed, and we do have a champion, but it won't be announced yet. So I'm excited about that. I tell you what. Was it just me? I'm going a little off this next week thing, but did it seem like that Little Bit was getting at the very front a lot of cheers when she came out, and then Nikki was booed? Did you notice that?
It seemed, it seemed a little back and forth. I did notice that. I wasn't there, so I don't know if it really went down. Like sometimes there's audio issues.
Right.
So I don't know.
Oh, it looked. That's what it sounded like to me. It really did. And a little bit is, and I talked to you about this last week. A talent, very talented. You can see her. She has a lot of talent. Very, very, very good matches. I've seen her against guys that were really, really good matches. So if we get to see her more, you'll be excited. So I'm excited about seeing a little bit and seeing who they put the belt on. Like you said, that's excitement. What I'm looking forward to most next week. Man, Rhino, I want them to come out and tell us what happened. What happened on Saturday night? Tonight, what happened? And where are we at and what's going on? I want to remind everybody before we do the thumbs up, thumbs down, the show is tonight. Tonight, 7 o'clock at Wrestle Center. If you don't have your tickets, go get them now. Also tomorrow at Dave and Buster's for Hell in the Cell for free. I want to go over the card real quick. I sound like I'm Lance Russell here. This is what I'm going to do. We got the card coming up tonight at Wrestle Center. Yeah, here in Memphis, Tennessee. We got Paris Kelly against DDT Diana Taylor. Derek the King against Austin Lane. The Memphis Tag Team titles to the winner, Triple Threat, Posse, Skimmerhorns, and Young Goats all in a match. We have Swole in a Wave the Flag match against Meklakov. Did I pronounce that right? Meklakov. We got Brett Michaels. He's got a ball bat with him. He's coming for the Hollywood Horror Show. Dustin against Van Vicious. And we're going to see the second defense of the Memphis Heritage title as Alice Steele steps in the ring with Action Jackson. And so you know how fired up I sound today. So you don't really even have to ask me, but I'm going to ask you, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up. I'm excited for tonight's show, and I even want to make a small bet with you. Just a small bet.
Oh, okay. All right. Small bet.
Tag team champions will be crowned tonight. Who you got?
Man, you know me. I got to go with the Young Goats.
I'm going with Young Goats, too.
I got to because, I'm doing psychology where as a promoter, I've got a heel champion. I told you this, so I need a babyface tag team champs. And that's kind of what I like. The Young Goats have man, they're just like I said this week on the STS Pod, the Facebook page. I wrote a little bit about the young goats, but when I was doing Wrestling Right Online about 8 or 9 years ago, there would always be the promoters would send me results or the fans would send me results, and there would always be somebody a team, because they knew I was a huge tag team mark. They'd say, BT, you got to go out. You got to go out and see the Posse. BT, you got to go out and see Hot Topic. You got to see the Asylum, what they're doing over here. You got to see this team. This team fans are talking. Me and you're talking about this. Everybody is talking about these two kids, and they are kids. 19 years old, 20, I think. One's 19, one's 20. Got a long history they're going to have in this business. Career is what I needed to say. A long career. They can be here for a while, but man, every opportunity they get, it can be seen by more people. If they're listening to this, do it. Get to every camp you can get to everything. I had someone tell me this week, quit saying Zay all the time, because they're a team right now, BT, and I want to see them as a team. So I nobody with the promotion. It was somebody that listened to us, and I understand that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut up about Zay, because Aaron's damn good too. So I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying I see Zay in a 2-Coast Scorpio role. But hey, you never know. I mean, look at the Young Bucks, tag team all the time. Midnight Express, all the time tag team. They didn't need a singles career, and these two guys, I want them to have the belts as a fan. That's the
Aaron's
only
a powerhouse.
team. That's the only team I want to see, and I want them to settle in with a feud with somebody. Some heel team, I don't know if it's going to be the Skimmerhorns or who, but it's just one of those things where they do something nasty against the young goats, where we feel sorry for the young goats, things like that. And I think ever who wins the belts tonight need to keep the belts for a while. That will make the belts mean a lot more. All right, I'll shut up, guys. I just want to remind y'all all know that every live feed that we do is actually sponsored by manscaped.com. Up in the, let me see, where are we going? Right above you. Rhino, can you do it? It's manscaped.com, promo code STS Pod. There we go. Perfect. STS Pod. Y'all get 20% off and free shipping. If you want, you see where Dave Brown is. You see where the Memphis logo is. You see where it says tonight up above. Rhino, and Rhino said he'll put a sponsorship over my face and just talk to the sponsorship if it has to. That's what he told me. So if you need your business on there, it is. These episodes are getting seen everywhere now. So good things happening for me and you and the whole podcast. So hey, same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what's coming up for Memphis Wrestling. Tonight, it all goes down at the Wrestle Center. It's Memphis Wrestling Saturday night live. Join us as we crown our first ever Memphis Tag Team Champions. Plus, we have a loaded night of action. Get your tickets right now at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. Bell time is 7 p.m. Then, tomorrow, June 20th, watch WWE Hell in a Cell with us, absolutely free at Dave & Buster's in Memphis. Plus, you'll get a free game card. June 26th, WWE alumni Swoggle is headed to Commerce Street Market in Hernando for a free day of Memphis wrestling. 5 big matches, plus enjoy Mempops, $2 grilled cheese truck, live music, and the best deals in town. Our next live TV taping is July 11th, and tickets are available at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
That's right, free delivery for selected local businesses on Uber Eats. If you use the code EATS-BRIANT24790UE, that's EATS-BRIANT24790UE. You share that code, I'm sharing it with you. You get $20 off a $25 order, and $10 kickback comes to us here at Shootin The Shiznit. Use Uber Eats now! Did you enjoy that episode? Cash App us, that's right. $BTSTS. Cash App us $1, $2. If you Cash App us over $12, I'll give you 1 year of Patreon for free.
Graphic design is very important. Your logo is the first image potential customers see. What kind of impression would you want to make today? Need a podcast logo or a t-shirt design? KT does art. Her name has become synonymous with quality and professionalism in the graphic design community. She specializes in graphic design, painting, and more. She provides affordable commissions and professional quality with a timely delivery. Contact KT via email at kt_doesart@yahoo.com. Check out her Instagram at instagram.com/kt_doesart.
Hey, that was another great episode of Shootin The Shiznit. We're currently looking for contestants for Who Wants to Be the Best Shiznitter Ever Championship 2021. A shout out to our sponsors this month. And also, we have Patreon. We're at www.patreon.com/Shootin The Shiznit without a G. A big thank you and a shout out to Bob McGee at Pro Wrestling Between the Sheets and Gene Jackson at LocalsToLegends.com. You can reach us on Twitter at ComicBookMarkBT, Instagram BT Shootin The Shiznit without a G, Facebook Shootin The Shiznit with a G, and we're also at Cool Kids Wrestling and MMA Talk. You gotta ask to get in. If we don't like you, we'll kick you out. That's right. And you can get all the archives to all the episodes at www.stspod.club. All right, let's do a roll call of my favorite podcast. So my favorite non-wrestling podcast would be Who's Right Podcast, Po Boys Podcast, The Official Podcast, Man Brain Podcast, I'm Fat Podcast, and my buddies over there, Richard Josh at P3 Radio. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. And remember, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.